What up? Fast forward a few days. Where was we last? Mx5 Gearbox channel. What did I do? I ran out of angle grinding discs. It's been about 3 nights now, and I slept on it. And I thought, you know what? I'm not going to use the Mx5 channel because building this car, I've learned so much, and my skill set has just improved so much, and everything's just going well. So I thought, you know what, I'm going to build the tunnel myself from scratch, because why not? Why not? You know, I've learned to do it, and I know I can do a good job. So why the hell not? And it's quite exciting to do. So obviously, in order to do that, I have bought some new tools, and they should come during the week. So I'm here doing another all-nighter. There's not much I can really do apart from cut more metal out. Yeah, I'm gonna get rid of all of this. I don't know why I've done this. I'm gonna show this. I don't normally show stuff like this. But you know, I welded this. I don't know why I've done that. I welded that plate to box this in, but God, that's not to my standards, is it? I was bored. I had a friend over doing some work on here, and I just had nothing to do. I had no metal. I was waiting for some metal stuff, and I was just doing it to sort of pass the time. And as I was doing it, my head wasn't really in it, and I don't know why I'd done it, to be fair, but that's all getting cut out and done properly. So yeah, this recess here is almost like an air intake for the heater matrix. So I'm going to cut all that out, flatten it off, and then I'll just get a metal sheet with maybe some dimple dies. I need to buy a dimple die kit just to put the strength back into the bonnet catch, and then should be all good. Battery's about to die, so I'm going to swap the batteries over and carry on. Right, been doing a lot of pondering tonight. Just going to discuss my thoughts. So obviously I've had to cut a lot out of the bulkhead to get the engine to fit. I'm not sure if I should cut further back and then recess the hole rather than box it out. The only problem I have is I need to mount the throttle pedal here somewhere from the other side. So I think the first thing I need to do is find a way I can mount the throttle pedal and then work around that. Also with the recess it'll be a lot better because the exhaust needs to come through here somewhere, as it can't go underneath. Obviously because I've body dropped it, there's not enough room for it, so. But yeah, I'm just discussing. So I think the next step to do is probably to fit the throttle pedal, and I'm going to fit the Mx5 throttle pedal just because it's got the correct linkage. Alright, we got the throttle pedal the MX5 throttle pedal separated from the brake pedal. So let's see if we can get it inside the car. Right, so I've decided I'm just going to recess the whole bulkhead back. It'll look a lot tidier that way. And I've just bought some tools to make it possible. Yo, I didn't end up doing as much as I wanted to the other day. I just ended up doing more work upstairs on the engine room because I couldn't make much noise because the landlord had visitors. And it was like midnight, so didn't really want to, you know. So, where are we? Well, this is going to be another episode of me not having a clue what I'm doing, but hopefully mocking up something pretty good like last time. Behind me, I've got a flat pack gearbox tunnel. My new tools have arrived. I've got my metal folder and I've got a bead roller, so should be able to build some cool bits. I've got some tubing for the exhaust tunnel, and we got some sheet metal. I thought I ordered a bit more than that, but I'd done quantity 1 instead of 4, which is a bit worrying, so we won't get as much done as I want to, but I've ordered some more and hopefully it'll come by the time I need to use any more of that. So less talking and more cracking on. Good news, finally got some time off work. Daylight hours, so I can make lots of noise. And the exhaust manifold is finally here after 3 weeks. And the reason why I bought it from a certain company is because they promised next day delivery, but oh well. But before we do that, I need to cut across this line in the bulkhead, and then I'll be able to fit the exhaust through there, but I can fit the manifold and then we can see what we need to do to build a tunnel around it, which is beautiful. So I'll potentially do that now, and then yeah. Alright, that's nice and close and tucked up tight to the gearbox, which is nice, which is what I wanted. Still a bit anxious about the steer, but I think it might just clear it. The UJ for the steering, so that's really good because I was expecting to have to do a lot of shuffling on that. But yeah, I would have hoped it would have come in a bit more, but on the centre pipe it does actually come in a bit, so I'm just glad I haven't had to cut the manifold because I didn't want to do that. I'm not so fussed about doing the rest of the exhaust, it's just the manifold I really did not want to touch. But seems to be going alright. Just need to do a lot more cutting and build a tunnel for the exhaust now. I've still got only just enough room for a throttle pedal. Only just. I mean, if I need to, I just need to put a bigger wheel on the throttle pedal so I won't have to push it down so much, but I'm happy to sacrifice a bit of throttle pedal travel for that, so it's all good. So yeah, that's where we're at. Worst case scenario, I will shift the whole steering setup and the pedals over to the left because they don't actually line up with their wheel. And that is because the old steering gearbox needed to sit where it did, so the whole, nothing's in line. But to be fair, I'd love to move this up so it's in line with the driver's seat, but it comes through here. I plan to cut all this out and then the exhaust will sit in here. Then when it gets to here, it will go under the gearbox and then continue along the other side. Gearbox tunnel half built up. I'm just waiting on some metal now before I can do anything else. I'm going to pop to the shop in the morning, the metal shop, see if I can get some metal on the way. If not, I'll just have to wait a little while. But all going well. Also started building the bulkhead back up, ready for a sheet of metal to put in there to close the bulkhead back off. Winning. Yo! God, it's been a week. I've not been here for a week, one whole week. So we're waiting for some metal and it's still not turned up. It's still not turned up. But mate Rodney come through, he managed to get me some odd cuts today. Big enough to do the bulkhead. I've got work in an hour, so I ain't got a lot of time, but I'm off tomorrow, I'm off the day after tomorrow. So that's really good, because the metal's still not going to come by then that I've ordered, even though I ordered it a week ago. It was supposed to come in 2 days. I haven't even posted it, which is so frustrating. So frustrating after the mess I had before that trying to get metal. I don't know what's going on with metal at the moment. It's 4 times the price and it's near enough impossible to get. Right, you've almost got the tunnel. I'm going to leave it at that, go home. It's 11 PM. I've got the next 2 nights off, so go to bed early, get up early, and have this done tomorrow, I think. Yo. Right, I got bored of recording what I did on the tunnel because it was just repetitive, but obviously ignore that bit, but the front section is all tack welded together. This side's roughly welded together. That's good enough to be able to take the engine and box back out, then I can get underneath it. And I'm going to do some stitch welds to the insides, the outsides, whatever needs doing, and then we can work out a few more things. Actually no, I do need to put the steering rack in first, quickly, before I take the manifold off. Just realised I've forgotten to do that, so I'll do that now, and then we'll do some more measurements. Certainly getting there. I just need to do this section here, and then that's the gearbox tunnel and done. But then I've got to mess about raising the prop tunnel, which I have an idea for. I just haven't executed it yet. But I'm over the moon with how it's looking. Still a little bit more to do, but it's properly solid. Properly solid. It's obviously got a lot less room with the feet, which I still need to figure out what I'm going to do with the throttle pedal yet. I might have to shift the pedals over to the left slightly because they are actually really far to the right standard, just to afford a few things. But you know, we can work with that and figure it out. But yeah, I'm really happy with how well it's holding itself, to be fair, as well. So I just need to do that last section here. But also what I need to do is check if the seat is still going to fit there, which I'm slightly worried about. But if that's the case, we'll just have to spend more money and get some classic buckets or something. But yeah, I mean, I could maybe move the seat over slightly if I need to, but I mean, if we square this out, yeah. So I'm going to fit the seat and see how much room we got. I think that'll be it for this video. I've got a bit more seam welding to do, just to weld up some holes, and then I'm gonna seam seal it, and epoxy prime it, and then work on the bulkhead. But as usual, I'm waiting on parts. I've bought some new tools so I could do the bulkhead. So when that comes, I'm sure I'll update you in a few months, because I'm terrible at doing these videos, but there we go, happy days. Cheers.